That was quiet and eerie, and humming filled the air. Next thing that the children knew, their father wasn't there. So they quickly grabbed the crystal and took off with it fast, with Phil and Nancy chasing them, and boy, that pair was nasty. Let's go, Patty and George, with Izzy to help you. You gotta pull through. Come on, Patty and George, the three of you can win. Well, Slasher Gang was a problem, and that you'll have to fix. The Slasher Jones and Maggot, they are full of rotten tricks. They try at any moment, using any way they can to stop you getting on with it and doing what you plan to. Let's go, Patty and George, with Izzy to help you. You gotta pull through. Come on, Patty and George, the three of you can win. At least you got two helpers and Kath and Granddad Bert, but they don't really understand that you three could get hurt. Cause Phil and Nancy mean it, they really want you bad. And now you've got the crystal safe that makes them good and mad and vicious. Let's go, Patty and George, with Izzy to help you. You gotta pull through. Come on, Patty and George, the three of you can win. Let's go, Patty and George, with Izzy.
Can't afford to trust anyone now that we're getting so close to finishing the time machine. Got to put this in, adjust a couple of things, and we're set. Look, Fuzz.
Bet they're looking for us.
Suppose they are. Come on, let's get back to the boat shed and get on with the time.
No, hang on. This reminds me of the time we scared Ricky Jack and his mates.
Come on, George, you can't muck about with cops like that.
I'll just write them something to make sure they know we're still around.
Come on, hurry up. I want to get back and finish the machine. I'm starting to get nervous.
What are you going to write it with?
I got a text here she can use.
Thanks, Fatty. Won't be a sec. There. That'll give them something to think about when we get time back going. Right, fellas, what are we waiting for?
Hang on. What's the matter, Izzy?
It's all right. Just thought I heard something from Mum.
What sort of something?
Oh, no, it sounds sort of like a car. Must be my ears playing tricks on it.
Probably because you haven't washed them today.
It's not my fault if your granddad didn't put a bathroom in the boat shed. If he'd have put one in, we would all be.
Listen, you're right. I can hear it now. And it is a car.
How can it be? Time's still frozen.
Come on, Fatty, get out.
Understand it. I mean, we've always been able to freeze them before. How come they suddenly got to be immune?
I don't know what's happening. But the point is, now that we can't freeze them, the crystal can't protect us anymore. I mean, we might as well forget that we can freeze time altogether.
Yeah, well, it's no use sitting around here all day. It's not going to get dead back.
Yeah, you're right. But it's a bit off-putting knowing that Phil and Nancy can just ignore the crystal.
Yeah, we never know what they're going to do if they find out the time's frozen. I mean, they're crooks and they might use frozen time to rob a bank or anything.
Well, let's test the machine. At least we'll get our mind off Phil and Nancy. Could you give us the mouse, please, George?
How do you mean, give us the mouse?
Well, we do have to test the machine. I mean, if we try to get Dad back without actually making sure it's working, we'll have a disaster on our hands.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be the mouse. He's one of us. He's been through all this with us, and now you want to risk his life.
We'll have to test something, George.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be this mouse, so forget it.
Well, it has to be something alive. We've got to know the effect of the machine on living things. So whatever we use, it's going to be a bit dangerous for it.
Yeah, well, come on, let's go out and get something.
Yeah, but if we go out there, we're going to get caught.
Yeah, we can freeze time, and that'll make it easier.
I don't think we can freeze time anymore, Izzy. You see, if they can make themselves immune to the effects of the time crystal, they'll know when we're using it. They'll be able to see everything frozen around them. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had something that could track the crystal while it was working. So I think we better forget about the crystal for the time being. We'll just have to go without it.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Anyway,
No, don't think mine would have fit in the machine anyway.
It's hopeless, we'll just have to use the mouse.
We're not using the mouse.
I'm starving. Just gotta have something to eat.
Where are we going to get any food when we haven't got a cent?
Kath and Bert's. It's getting around lunchtime, you know.
All for the veterinary surgeon, the inspector Danby. Having a look. See what damage, if any, has been done to the Danby. Got skipping one. Big Aston moved up. And the Danby wants to stop, Ralph.
How's dinner going, Kath?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm starving. Plenty of gravy, man.
Don't worry, Dad. Plenty of gravy.
When did you last eat?
We're okay, Kath.
Well off the food, are you?
Oh yes, really well.
Been eating good meals, have you? What sort of things?
Oh, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Seem to have lost weight, Andrew.
Been running a lot.
So you don't want any food?
Oh, maybe just a bit. Just sort of snack.
What about you two?
Oh, just a little bit.
You go on before he suspects something and look after yourselves.
Thanks, Kath. We're really grateful. We won't forget.
You just make sure you get your father back. I'm counting on you, Andrew. Go on, off you go.
Kath, where's that food?
Coming, Dad. Won't be a sec.
Thanks, dear. Plenty of gravy?
Yes, Dad. Oodles.
Right. Down through the garden, round by the river.
Let's go.
Well, I had had to let them have it. They hadn't had anything to eat. Can't just leave them to starve.
What about me? A man's got to have his food.
I'll get you something cold.
Don't want something cold. I want that roast beef. I would mind to chase after those young thieves and...
They're not young thieves, Dad, and they've got enough people chasing after them. It's about time a few people started listening to them and giving them a bit of support.
Young hooligans. Never heard such lies in my life. Time machines and time crystals and their father caught up in time. They're hooligans.
Okay, how do you explain the shower then?
What?
The shower. The shower disappearing. There 1 second and gone the next. That's what you said, didn't you?
Yes, but I must have blacked out. I'm an old man. It could have been a stroke.
You? A stroke? That'll be the day. It was stopped time. The kids did it with the crystal. Look, I was out in the kitchen. They were there with the crystal. 1 second they're talking and the next they've gone and you screaming about the cold water.
You mean they took the shower? They're hooligans.
Dad. Listen, Dad. They did it for a good reason. I know it sounds stupid, but they need it for the machine they're building to get their father back.
Rubbish.
How do you explain about the shower then? And how do you explain all that business about your study, the time it was wrecked and you thought you were going mad? Look, when they've got that crystal, they can stop time. And while it's stopped, they do things. And they're using it to build the machine.
Well, why are they in trouble with the police?
Not sure. But I think it's something to do with those business partners of their father's. Andrew said they were crooks, and I believe him. Look, Dad, they're good kids, and they need our help. And they need you to stop threatening to send them off to the welfare.
That time we were walking out to the car, I had that crystal thing in my hand. 1 second it was there, and the next it had gone. Yeah. I'd like to see that thing the kids are making. Where is it?
I'm not certain, but I think they're using your old boat shed.
Just the place. Right, look, get the key from that box from the study, and we'll go down there.
I'm afraid it's not there. I'm afraid the kids have got it.
Of course they have. Clever children. Never mind, we'll go anyway.
What about something to eat?
Oh, that's all right. I wasn't hungry.
When are we gonna eat?
When we get back to the boat shed.
But I'm starved. Why can't we eat here? There's no one about.
It's too dangerous. We could get caught.
Oh, come on, Fatty, there's no one around. It'll only take a couple of minutes. At least it's better than being stuck in that grotty old boat shed all day.
Yeah, come on, Fatty, let's eat here. Got the crystal if anything goes wrong.
All right, but let's make it quick.
Andrew? Georgina? There seems to be a lock on the inside.
Oh, I must have been wrong. They must have built it somewhere else.
On the contrary, I'd say it's in here all right. Andrew? Georgina?
Well, that makes me feel better about a lot of things. Let's get back to the boat shed and get things moving.
Hang on a minute, Lockley. Want to talk to you. Heard you were in a bit of trouble. Thought you might need a hand. Yeah, I know what it's like when you're in strife. Nobody about to help you. Oh, gee, Jonesy, look at the time. Don't forget you got to meet your mum at the station.
Eh?
Your mum at the station for the money.
Oh, crikey, yeah, right. Me mum at the station.
And get back quick for some catching practice.
No worries, Slasher. Got you, mate.
What was all that about?
Oh, just that he had to meet his mum at the station. Could have been late.
Sorry, Slasher. We've got to go too. We've got to be somewhere as well.
Hang on a minute, mate. Look, I really want to help you out. Heard the cops wanted to talk to you about something.
Oh, yeah?
But if Edward has developed a time machine and those criminals have got their hands on it, heaven knows what power it'll give them. I'm going to call the police.
But if you do that, they'll arrest the kids, because the police think that they stole the crystal.
Them kids that stole the stuff. You know, the ones you've been putting over the telly. Yeah. Yeah, well, we've got them. Well, you know where the adventure playground is? Yeah? Well, down there near the water. Hey, what about the reward? Yeah? What do you mean there's no reward? Jeez, what are you coming at? Come on, fair sack of the surf. You bunch of beauties, I'm sure I told you.
So we have to build the machine. It's the only way we can get Dad back.
Hang on a minute. You mean if your machine doesn't work, your dad's going to go floating round in time for good?
Till he dies, I suppose.
Fair dinkum, and you reckon the machine will hack the pace?
We don't know yet. The only good thing is we've got the crystal, and that showed us how to do the lot.
And that Phil and Nancy pair are trying to stop you saving your dad. Jeez, I wish I'd known.
Hey, Slash, it's all I put on this.
Shut up, Jonesy.
But the cops are coming.
I said shut up.
He went to the cops and dobbed us in.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. We sort of thought it was a reward in it or something. We didn't know your dad was... Well, it's sort of a game.
Yeah, all right. Question is, what do we do now? You rang the cops, Jonesy?
Yeah.
And told them that we were here?
Yeah.
Right, that doesn't give us much time. Still want to help us, Slasher?
Of course I do. It would have helped you ages ago if I'd known what you're trying to do.
Right, okay then. Now this is what's going to happen. When the cops arrive, we'll freeze time. And when it unfreezes, we won't be here. Kind of like we disappeared. You get rid of the cops, and then meet us to the entrance to the old sewer tunnel. Okay?
Sure is. Feed smashing bottles. See ya.
Okay, here goes.
Apparently the little darlings are at it again. I wonder if we can surprise them. Philip, drive down to the waterfront. They seem to spend quite a lot of their time down there. You might just get lucky.
Just a minute, Fatty. Are you sure you're all right to tell Slasher? Why don't we just leave him frozen?
Look, we need all the help we can get. And I think Slasher's on our side this time. It's pretty easy to tell when he's lying. I knew he was up to something when he came along the first time. All that stuff about Jonesy's mum and the station.
But how do we better unfreeze time? When just the thought of Phil and Nancy cruising around out there getting closer every second just gives me the creeps.
Oh, come on.
Look, 2 police cars. I think we might have something.
Hey, they're moving again. The kids must have started time.
Right. Park over there. We're just going to see what's happening.
Well, where are they then?
Well, it's sort of a bit embarrassing to explain, Officer Stick.
Well, just trying.
Well, the thing is that me mate here, Jonesy,
Look,
Jonesy...
we're in a hurry. There are 3 cars here. We're investigating a complaint. Now, just get on with it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Right, well, Jonesy, see, and you've got to understand this about him, is a nut. He makes phone calls like that. We try to stop him because he gets us into strife. But sometimes he gets out of our sight, and if he gets near a phone box, he's off. And rewards, think
Well,
about
the 3
them.
kids weren't here, right?
Oh, Fatty and them? No, haven't seen them for days. We'll look out for them, though, if you like.
Well, thanks very much. Okay, fellas, let's go. Nuisance call. By the way, I'll try and control that habit of yours, son. Count yourself lucky we're in a rush.
Beauty, blokes. Now let's go see how Locklee's getting on. Should be fun.
I think we ought to go down there again.
I think we should leave it a bit, and then we can be sure they're going to be there.
You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to find out a bit more about those 2 people, Phil and Nancy. I think I'll have a little chat with the police.
They won't tell you anything.
When you've been at sea as long as I have, my dear, you build up some lasting friendships. And at times they can come in very handy.
Get rid of the cops all right?
Sure I did. What do you reckon?
We're desperate, Slasher. If you double-cross us, it could cost our dad's life.
You'd be a murderer.
And you get life.
No, Izzy, no. You wouldn't get life. You see, the cops couldn't prove they had anything to do with it. And in any case, there'd be nobody. What George means when she said this...
Paddy, I told you back there that I was with you, and once I've told someone that I'm with them, that's it. And it's the same for me mates here, isn't it, fellas? Look, you got to know that I'm with you. I mean, I saw how you used the crystal thing to disappear. We believe you, we want to help, and you can trust us, okay?
Okay. We might as well see everything. The hideout's in there.
You almost had a surprise visitor the other day.
I know. Izzy had you under observation. Come on, we'll go inside. I think you'll get a bit of a surprise.
I don't know. Pretty poor when you fellas can't go around without being fired on.
Well, Philip, my dear, we have them. We almost have the crystal as well. Go and get the car. All we have to do is choose our moment carefully, and then we strike. And when I choose to strike something, my dear, believe me, it stays struck.
Have the keys, please.
With the greatest of pleasure. And don't keep me waiting.